childhood memories, watching Back to the Future, I would sit and just picture how my life was one day going to be. And my best mate, he was going to be a transformer. Just one more look on your phone, just in case you missed out on something. One more swipe. Half an hour goes by. Don't think my childhood self would be really proud of this. It's mad to think Instagram used to be this quirky photo sharing app. Now it's just full of these vertical videos. Everyone's showing you how their lives is better than yours. Wherever we go watching these videos, I really hate what Mark Zuckerberg's done to this app, but why do I still keep using it? David Runciman writes in his book The Handover, the most effective way to alter how people think is to let the change emerge from their preferences, not yours. As soon as I read this, I thought of the story of Narcissus from Greek mythology. Social media effectively plays the role of the pool, reflecting back to me what I want to hear and see, my own thoughts and opinions, in the form of user-generated content. I've accepted all these sneaky tactics of social media companies because all my friends are on the platforms too. But let's for a second rewind the clock. And imagine that didn't happen. Imagine a scientist invites you to become part of an experiment. You'll be monitored, tracked, and manipulated by software engineers. They'll very quickly learn everything about you, and then use this information to keep you addicted. They'll feed you only the information they want you to see, images after images. Oh, and by the way, the scientist will become stinking rich. If you knew all this, would you willingly sit in that chair? Okay, enough of this complaining. I need to give myself 30 days, get off social media, and make this younger version of myself proud of me again. Let's get ourselves off to Scotland to start this experiment. The rules are very simple: 30 days, no social media, unless I'm creating educational YouTube videos. So this phone is going in Do Not Disturb. It's going to be locked away in a safe. Such a relief straight away. Get away from Mark Zuckerberg's mind control for a change. And I can focus on my own creativity. Taking in the nature around Scotland, the beauty of it all. It was lovely going for a walk, but I wanted to give myself more of a challenge, my concentration span, so I was going to try something different the next day. Nature filming. I did have a moment before where I thought I was going to fall asleep actually, and then the backache kicked in.
Spent 5 hours to get this. This is tragic. But I didn't spend the day on social media. You impressed? Even Tilly's yawning. My shot is that bad. My respect levels for, you know, Attenborough filmmakers, Planet Earth, has gone up another level. It was already high, but after today it's gone up even further because this is tough.
Yesterday my cousin came over, he's actually a bit of a deer expert. He's showed me all these camera traps he uses. He says you need to film earlier, so I'm setting off about 6 in the morning now. A deer did actually run right past me, and although I didn't get a shot of it, it was a great experience. And I had the rest of the day to create some YouTube educational videos, visit a waterfall, and also let Tilly show off. Driving back to Chester next day, and then I woke up feeling refreshed, ready to take on the world.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Okay, I was in a really bad mood. I had to put together this hydraulic hand. You've already seen it used in the intro sequence. This was going to take at least 10 hours to do, and then I had to film it as well on the same day. So I was severely pissed off and just wanted to do anything else. I wanted to curl up in a ball, go on my phone, have some sugar. But the longer I got onto it, I actually started to really enjoy it. Got a satisfaction feeling. I think it's the opposite. So if you go on Instagram, to start with you get that instant gratification, and then it makes you feel worse. Whereas this was the other way around. It was horrible to start with, and it was a slow burner. Then I started to enjoy it and forget about my worries.
I was a bit nervous then. Thought I'd snapped something.
I'd already put together the mask, which was pretty easy. I just bought it on Amazon and then had to use a glue gun to sculpt it to my face. After all these challenges, I was feeling a little bit antisocial, and I rang my mate Matt.
Hi, mate.
Morning, mate. You up yet?
Yeah, I've been up for a while.
Do you know what, mate? I've been thinking about MySpace, you know. Were you ever on it?
Yeah, I was back in the day, actually.
Right, well, let's meet up for some food, and I'll tell you what my thoughts are about MySpace. I'll meet you about one-ish, mate, yeah?
Yeah, one-ish.
Right, in a bit, mate. See you then.
Good old MySpace.
Back in the day. Back in the day. I'm sure then social media was fun, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Early days of social media, it was fun. It's when it was new to everyone, so everyone was excited about what it was.
But the thing is, because it wasn't on our phones, it was a set time.
Yeah. You could post your top friends.
Yeah,
what was it, top
People
8?
would lose their shit about that, wouldn't they, if you went into the top 8?
Yeah, you had an argument with someone in school.
Yeah, and
went
you
home.
deleted them out the top 8.
Yeah, demoted them. It's pretty basic, wasn't it, back then as well? So it was like, you had this page and that's all it was, whereas now, you've got like the doom scroll and you can doom scroll.
Yeah,
You've got the notifications that are instantly
coming to you at any moment.
Yeah. Remember taking your digital cameras out with you and taking pictures of the night and then uploading.
It's mad. Having to get a little SD card out, which I still do now. MySpace Tom.
MySpace Tom. And his picture was like that. Do you remember?
I think it's still there, probably. Should we go on now? Wish him a happy Christmas.
Yeah.
The weather's been absolutely shocking in the UK most of the time, but at least I didn't have to see some inspirational influencer prancing around by the pool in Dubai. Instead, I focused on my editing and finally started to get around to learning to use Unreal Engine 4. Using the add-on pack of Brushify, I was able to create these futuristic scenes. Final Cut as well, learning how to use masking so I didn't have to use the green screens. Finally, there was a couple of good days. I got myself off to Bristol. Clifton Suspension Bridge by Brunel. This is one of these locations I've imagined for a long time. Was it going to live up to my expectations, those pictures on Google? It went beyond them. It was absolutely incredible. I saw a piece of art by Banksy. What's amazing about this guy is No one knows who he is, really. I know there are theories out there, but he's almost the opposite of your typical person that wants to be famous on TikTok. You could walk past him on Tesco's, not have a clue who he is. Maybe that's the right way to do fame. You put your work ahead of your face being everywhere. Being back now in Chester, I did honestly have moments where I was tempted to check my phone. I'm at my worst when I first wake up. You just have that coffee and you want to know what's happened, just to feel updated. But I stayed strong just about and carried on with the experiment. As a teenager and early adult, I really enjoyed drawing, but of course with social media it's distracted me from doing it. So I got myself off to the clock in Chester and tried to do a little sketch.
I think drawing this has been one of the hardest parts of this little journey, because I was terrified that I'd forgotten how to draw. I used to be all right, you know, about 15 years ago, and I just stopped, got into filming. I got about halfway through this and I thought it looked terrible. And it's not the greatest sketch in the world, but I'm quite proud of it. I think it's all right. And most importantly, you forget about the outside world, apart from all the shoppers that bump into you every 2 seconds.
After years of wasting time on social media, I haven't spent the time reading up about my family history that I should have done. My grandfather, Will Anderson, was in Colditz Castle during the Second World War. He was involved in many prison escape attempts, including building the fake wall for this glider. The idea was to fly off the roof, to surprise the German guards. He also helped build this fake rifle with his buddy Scott O'Hara.
They used string to, when the German guards walked in, they would measure the length of the guns with a piece of string, then use the bedboards to create this fake rifle. There's a story about the photograph, and I think that is what's missing in so many Instagram posts, stories, ads. There's no significance. And I wonder what my grandfather and the other soldiers in Colditz would have made of. They'd have been disgusted, I think, with a lot of social media. Not everything. I'd like to think that my grandfather would have liked drones. I don't think he'd have liked the buzzing noise, but I think he would have enjoyed the creativity.
So I don't have flying cars yet, but hopefully my former self wouldn't be quite as embarrassed as he was 30 days ago. Managed to wrestle my concentration span back from Mark Zuckerberg and his apps. I want social media to be for me, not against me.
I think there can be a way to use social media in a way that isn't destructive, but I want to go back to the old days, how I used to use it on the MySpace days, where it was limited, where it was you went on for a specific time, you looked forward to it, and then that was it. You got on the rest of your life. When you're a kid, you're thinking of all these flying cars. Instead, we take photos of our food. But drones are quite cool, and I'm sure there'll be really cool things round the corner. So let's keep positive. Let's stay off the addiction of social media. So it's been 3 weeks now since I've been allowed to be back on social media, but I just can't with it. You have a month's break and you come back to it, and you've missed absolutely nothing. When I first got into drones about when the Mavic Air original came out, Casey Neistat had a video, and Peter McKinnon appeared, and to demonstrate the new drone. And I can remember that moment. There was a story behind it. It was exciting. Instagram Reels, it's just one, I mean, they're great shots, but they're so forgettable because it's so predictable. I can close my eyes now and tell you what will be on there. Spending time with her is better than any social media. If there's a button here on my hand, right, and it destroys all of social media, are you going to press it?
Oh, see, now that's tough. Because look at the way the world's going. Social media is key. Look at businesses that are going out of business because they don't have a social media presence.
The button's still waiting for you.